Coach Casey, Kenneth Miller with the Call and Post. What do you take out of a game like this and say it's a positive? And when do you get to a point to where, I'm not going to say questioning your team, was the effort there tonight? I mean, you've been in this situation twice already, and the response has been good. What do you take out of this particular game that you can go back and say, look, guys, we can fix this yet again?
Well, one thing about it, Ken, it's 3-2. It's not like it's, it was 2-2. It was embarrassing tonight the way we played. It's one game. Lord knows we didn't come out with the same focus and physicality to meet what Cleveland was doing. But again, the series is not over. We go back to Toronto. It's 3-2. We won 2, they won 3. So, again, the positives out of it, we beat them at our place twice. And we got to come out with a totally different sense of urgency, what we had talked about this morning and shoot around and all day today of what we had to come out tonight. We knew they were going to come out like a freight train. They did. And we didn't meet that level of physicality on either end of the floor. When you turn the ball over 19 times and get out rebounded, which had been one of our strong points, by 21, you got outworked.
Dwane over here. This is the 6th straight time that the Cavaliers have held their opponent to under 100 points on their home floor. What do they do differently in this building than you've seen defensively with games 3 and 4?
They're locked in. They were locked in from the start to the finish. The force that they play with is different here, and we didn't meet it. That's, again, I don't know what else to say. They're a different team here, but again, we had an opportunity tonight to come in and do something special, and we didn't get it done.
Kenny Rhoda, WHBC Radio, looking at the stats. DeMar, 2 of 8. Kyle, 5 of 12. What did they do specifically against those two guys who torched them last game for 67, and they held them to 27 tonight?
Again, I thought the level of playing with force on the offensive end wasn't there. Again, that's the first statement I made. We did not play with force. They took us out of everything we wanted to do, just physically pushed us around and took what they wanted, and that was the bottom line. And if we intend to win in this building, we got to come in with that mentality, the same mentality we play in Toronto with.
Dwane, Mark Schwartz, ESPN. When Kevin Love unveils his entire arsenal, not just camping behind the three-point line, how difficult is it to match up, to slow him down, and what kind of effect does he have when he's rolling on this entire offense?
He's a force. He's an offensive force down low. Again, we've done a good job on him the entire series. He gets it going, and we got to meet his force with our force and do a better job of one-on-one defense with him in the low post, and not just, like you said, Mark, look at him out of the three-point line. He has a game down in the low post, and we didn't get it stopped.
Coach Scott Sargent, WFNY, you talked about the hustle and the rebounding. Obviously, one of the big changes you made today was to give Jonas more time and swap in, occasionally going with he and Bismack in the front court. Do you think any of that had anything to do with the change in rebounding compared to games 3 and 4?
No, it had nothing to do. That was why we put him in there, because we were getting our butts kicked. I think first 8 out of 11 points were off offensive rebound, and that was one reason why we went to that in the first half for a little bit.
Hey, hi, Coach. Brian Yeager, Columbus. What's the mindset of the team, knowing no matter what transpires, they're coming back here for Game 7, where they've averaged 30-point loss in the previous 3 games?
It's one game. As much as it hurts, it's tough. We know we did not play nowhere near with the force that we need to play here in this game. And like you said, we've got to figure that out, the level we got to get to in this building. And, again, it's one game. It's still 3-2. And, yes, they spanked us here, but also we won 2 games in Toronto. And we go away with that confidence.
You covered.
Did it?
Dwane, Kenny Rhoda, WHBC. Is it more X's and O's, or is it more psychological that you're concerned with?
It's the same thing. We beat them in Toronto with force, togetherness, playing through contact, everything, all the above, okay? and we didn't do that tonight. I don't know what else other answers you want. It's not about, at this time of year, it's not X and O's. It's about playing with force, playing smart, playing together. It's nothing they're doing other than playing at a higher clip, a quicker clip on both ends of the floor, and we didn't meet that. And it wasn't like a hustle. I wouldn't say that. It's just our reaction, our attention to detail in split seconds just wasn't there tonight.
Hey, Dwane, Joe Varden, Cleveland.com. You've said a number of times that it was just one game, and it was, and you guys beat the Cavs twice up there, which you did. LeBron has won at least one playoff road game in the last 24 series. So I guess with that context, how great is the challenge that's in front of you?
Well, any playoff game when you're in the conference finals, Joe, is a challenge. Whether you play here in Toronto on the Mars or wherever it is, it's a challenge. And especially when you're playing against one of the best players in the league. So it's a challenge. So we don't take it. We shouldn't have taken it. I don't think we took it lightly tonight. I don't know if we were ready for the train that was about to come down the tracks on us tonight. But again, it's one game. As bad as we played in every area on offense and defense, it's one game, and we've got to make some corrections in our approach, in our physicality. A few X and O adjustments, but it's not all about X and O's right now. It's about the mental and physical toughness that you got to have in these games.